I absolutely hate blow drying my hair or putting any type of heat to my hair. Like, I feel like my hair is so tender because I've had locks for so long.
Yinka. I'm the spiritual type, and I'm a boss too. I'm a strong black woman. I can teach you femininity, the life of luxury. Come chill with me, and let me show you.
Y'all, I made some vegan brownies. Little Debbie's ain't got shit on me. Okay. So I cut my locks. I think it was this time last year. My locks were way longer than it was like right here. But I cut them this time last year, and they've grown probably about, they were like this much when I started. So probably about like 2 inches this year. But I will be 30 in less than a month. I don't know why, but I just feel like this is a perfect time for me to where's my comb? This is the perfect time for me to actually get into protecting my crown. And although I love my locks, I absolutely love my locks, this time is different because I've cut my locks before, but I've been on my lock journey for probably like 4 or 5 years now. And it's just different now. I didn't want to cut them. That's the difference between this time, because I'll cut my hair in a minute. I love my hair short. I don't like this phase, like the medium phase. I like it when it's super short or long, like one or the other, but I don't like the medium phase. So I just feel like this time was different. My sister was like, why don't you just cut them off and just do the fro? And I was just like, I don't want to do that. I don't know why. I just don't want to do that. I want to comb them out and see how much I retain. And most importantly, I feel like I want to take them a loose, because this year has been just so transitional for me. And although I cut my hair, I feel like I cut a lot of the dead weight off when I cut it last year. So all of this wisdom with this year, I don't want to get rid of that. I don't want to just chop that off. I want to feel free in the knowledge, like to retain the information, to retain the experiences. I didn't lose anything this year. I didn't go through any major traumas this year, but I learned a lot this year. I did a lot of reflecting this year as the last year in my 20s, and it's been an amazing journey this year. And I just don't want to get rid of any of that wisdom because everything I do is intentional. I make sure that I don't just do things just because I feel, I try my best not to do things just because I feel like it. But even when I said it yesterday. I'm so impulsive, but I said it yesterday and I was about to just get to it yesterday. But something told me to stop and cast and ask the divine, like, is this for my highest good to cut my hair right now? And even though my question, I had wrote down the question to cut it, but when I asked to comb it out. That was the first thing that came out of my mouth was, should I comb out my locks? And they said definitely yes, you should definitely do that. So I got up today and I said, let's get started and let's see how it goes, because I haven't intentionally taken care of my hair in years. Like, even with my locks, I free lock. I don't like doing my hair. Like, I don't like touching my hair. I don't like doing my hair. Like, I like it to do what it wants to do. And I learned, what was it, like, not last year, but probably like the year before, like, that it takes, when I'm taking care of my crown, when I'm taking care of my ori, it takes care of me. And I feel like this is Spirit's way of telling me that I need to spend more time taking care of my hair, because I'll wash my hair maybe once every 2 months. I'll style it maybe once a year. But I really just let my hair do whatever it wants to do. Like, she has her own mind, she has her own personality, and I'm just like, girl, do whatever you want to do. But I feel like every year I do something different to my hair that's like, even with the locks, whether I'm dyeing it or I think like the 3 years ago, I had dyed it red, like a really bright red. It was so beautiful. And then I got into wearing crystals on it, and that was a vibe. And then I got into wicking it. I wicked it up, and then I dyed it black back, my natural color. That was all a vibe. And then I cut it. And these are all like years, like the next year, this year I'm doing this year I'm doing that, like, because I don't like doing my hair. And when I do something to like transition, I like to just transition. I don't hone on it too much. But I think as I step into my 30s, I want to be more intentional of taking the time to nurture my hair, and getting back into washing it, maybe every 2 weeks through, I don't want to be lying, maybe, no, give me every 3 weeks, it would be a plus. But just being intentional with washing my hair more, and like greasing my scalp, oiling my hair more than I definitely should be doing my oil cleanses, because it's just easier to do when my hair is loose, because I can actually brush through it or comb through it, and all of the good things. But yeah, this is going to take a while. So okay, so this might not take me as long as I thought it would. I have, for one, I need to just switch my comb, obviously, but I have 2 of them already loose. And I've actually been retaining a good amount, honestly. If you guys know me, I do have alopecia, so that was my biggest thing, making sure that's the main reason why I wicked my hair in the first place, because when I got to about like maybe 2 years with my locks, they started to thin out. And then I said, well, I'm not going to put any more color in it. And I'm so glad that I didn't put any color in it when I cut it, because I think that's why I'm actually retaining so much, because there's not really much brittle. So if you see where like it's budding, like right here, this is like where the hardest part is, like right at the end when I'm combing it out at the end. And then once I get to like where it started to bud, that's the hardest part. Everything else is kind of like easy to break through, honestly. So I'm actually really happy about that, because I could be done with this by tomorrow, honestly. I could be done by tonight, but I have a lot of meetings this evening, so I probably won't finish tonight, but I might. I'm gonna try to, just because it's going really, really smoothly. I got 3 out of the way, and shit, I think I only got like 10, maybe 15 locks all together. I think it's like 12, honestly. And so I don't have that many, and I finished 3 within about 40 minutes. So I think I can finish this quicker than I assumed. Now when I get to the back, that's when I start to get lazy. So I don't know. And I would typically have my sister helping me, but she's doing her own hair right now. She's putting micro braids in her hair, and she's been on that for like 3 days. with her wide head. I love the fact that I don't have to start all over from scratch. Like, don't get me wrong, I love my teeny weeny afros. I love being bald headed. It's so freeing. But like I said, I feel like this is gonna help me to put more attention on doing my hair. And the goal, especially as an entrepreneur, is to simplify your life. If you're a businesswoman, you don't even have to be an entrepreneur, but our hair is so luxurious. Like, we've been conditioned to think that, you know, our hair is so hard to manage. 4C hair, you know, is so hard to manage, and we don't have good hair because it's not silky. And it's the complete opposite. Our hair is so luxurious that we have to wrap it in satin for it to maintain its you know, its moisture, for it to maintain its strength. Like, we have to wrap it in the finest silk. We have to use the best products on our hair to maintain our hair, and it's a luxury that's been weaponized against us. And it's nothing wrong with, you know, wigs and protective styles, but I don't consider them protective styles, because protecting it from what? Protecting your hair from what? Like, you should be able to rock out with your fro out, you know what I'm saying? And let the sun hit that scalp a few times, just because this is your crown, you know what I'm saying? Like, there shouldn't be it's been so weaponized, our natural beauty, our natural hair, that we have to feel like that we have to cover it up. Or so many girls don't even feel like they're pretty without, you know, having their hair pressed and curled, or, you know, braids or something like that. And I get it. I definitely get it. But I'm more so speaking on, like, the busy women. Like, when this is a full-time job. Like, doing hair is a full-time job. Like, maintaining your hair is a full-time job. Having a daughter and having to do it. Oh, thank God for my sister. Because, baby, she did my hair. All through school, like grade school, my sister did my hair, like putting braids and stuff in my hair. So I never had to do my own hair until I went to college, and I knew how to do it just because I learned how to do it for myself. But I never really had to maintenance my hair for a long time, because I always had my sister or my grandma or my best friend. Like, I'm really blessed, honestly. Come to think about it, I'm very, very blessed. Very blessed. Okay, this little piece is getting on my nerves. Okay. There you go. And although it is a lot of shedding for sure, it's not nearly as much as I thought it would be. And my shrinkage is one way to always tell, even with shrinkage, like, I think that is so magical. Like, no other race of people can have 2 inches of hair one day and 20 inches of hair the next day. Just from their shrinkage, like, and pulling their hair out. But, you know, I learned a long time ago that shrinkage is healthy hair. When your hair isn't bouncing back, or your hair isn't, like, drawing up, specifically for 4C hair, or, you know, coily hair. I don't like to use that little fake ass chart. But the curlier or coilier your hair is, the better it is. When you have just straight hair, that's not necessarily healthier hair, especially if it's not your genetic background. But that's not necessarily healthier hair, because your strength is in the curls. Like, Your strength is in the curls. I'm gonna just leave it at that. Your strength is in the curls for sure. So, when you have your hair out and it shrinks up a lot, or when you wash it and it shrinks up a lot, that's a sign of health. When it's not curly, um, then it's a sign of weak hair, damaged hair. So I'm loving the fact that the shrinkage is real, okay? Which is a good sign. As much as I have just let my hair do whatever it wants to do for so many years, I'm glad to see that it's still very much so healthy, baby. Y'all see? Y'all see it? Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. There we go. Clean cut. And I'm just 2-strand twisting it right on back up. Hold on. I got some loose hair too. And this is part of the reason why I said I should comb it out, because a lot of my hair, being that it was wigged and I hadn't like retwisted it or like tightened it up, a lot of my hair was already like growing outside of the locks. Like it wouldn't stay in the locks anyway. So I was like, really ain't no need in trying to just cutting it, because then it would be so uneven, because I already have hair that's out. Like that part, the part that's just out like this hair is broken off. It's definitely super uneven. Super uneven. But this is fine. This hair is fine. And my hair is actually really thin, but it's grown very thick for sure over these years. I am not mad at it, okay? I am completely done with the front. Everything is done in the front. This is how much hair I've lost so far, or shedded. I'm not gonna say I lost it, but this is how much that's come out, which is, it looks like a lot, but it's not really a lot. It's actually just a little bit. I think that that's amazing retention, and I'm not no professional, so I'm pretty sure that's why I was gonna go live and like take the back out, but the reason why is because I don't have time for the cosmetologist and the hair police to tell me I'm breaking my hair off and I'm doing it incorrectly. I don't got time for all that. I actually am being careful and taking my time taking it out, especially with this side. I actually cut the bottom of it. Well, I flat twisted it to the back so you can't really see it, but that helps. But you can't really see it. But this is like my bad side with like my edges. So this is the side that I was worried about the most because it was so fragile, it was so thin. So I just went ahead and I cut like maybe an inch and a half. Instead of just trying to uncomb it all the way from the bottom, I just cut like maybe an inch and a half, and then I took the rest out. But I think that this is going to be fun. And worst case scenario, if it becomes unfun, I'll just lock it back up. I'll just lock it back up, because I know me. With successful people, the key is in simplicity. And I forgot where I read that from, what book I read that from, but it might have been like Bill Gates or somebody, but they were like, they take out the thing that you have, like the thing that you waste a lot of time on, taking out those things. So that's the reason why you'll see like a lot of white people who are successful, Black people, we gotta keep our flavor, but that's the reason why a lot of white successful people, they wear very plain clothes, like white t-shirt, denim jeans, same little canvas sneakers or whatever. Like they keep it simple with their wardrobe so they don't have to think about what am I going to wear today. Especially for women, that's a whole job, thinking about what you're going to wear for the day. And then let's include hair, thinking about how you want to style your hair. If it needs to be maintenance, like it takes a whole day to maintain, like a whole wash day and all that stuff, like that takes a lot of time versus having locks or having a shortcut. Like it just takes out a lot of time and maintenance. Throw on wigs, and I call throw on wigs like glueless wigs. Those are my go-to as far as wigs, like wigs that I don't have to glue down, mainly because it's not good for your reproductive health. But also I just like stuff that I can just get up and go. The key is to reduce reduce the things that are the least significant, and so that you have time for the other stuff. Like for makeup, I'm gonna do my makeup, but I've cut trust me, if you knew me in college, it took me a good 2.5, 3 hours to do a full face. Now I can do a full face in about 30 minutes. So that's really good too. I perfected that. I've been doing my makeup since what, middle school, high school. So I've been doing makeup for a long time. So I've perfected my look. I have a simple look. I don't do the eyeshadows. I keep saying like I want to learn how to do the eyeshadows for when I want to do glam looks, but I haven't spent much time, if I'm being honest, I haven't spent much time trying to learn those things, because I have like a signature look. I do like a soft glam, and then I just started getting into blush this year, so I'll do that, and maybe or maybe not throw on, do some lashes, some cluster lashes, and pull it together. Like I don't do the most when it comes to my makeup, but I know that that's something that I'm gonna do. So I try to just make things a lot more simple. When I'm in my all white season, I know for sure that that's all I'm going to be wearing for an entire year, just wearing white. So I don't have to think about what am I wearing for the day. I mean, I still have different styles of white, but I don't have to think about what am I going to wear or dressing to my mood and things like that, because I'm just making it simple. And I think that that's a life hack, especially for women. Cutting out things. A lot of girls don't do their hair. A lot of girls don't do their makeup. My nails itself are usually going to take at least 5 hours to completely do. So no, I'm not doing my nails every day, but that's something that I have to put into my schedule to get done, because it takes up a lot of my time when it actually is getting done. So I'm picking my battles. My battles for the last at least 4 years has just been my nails and my makeup. That has been my thing. So now adding that task to my day, doing my hair, I don't know how long that's going to last. And I don't know if something else has to be sacrificed. And I think that this is really spirit trying to get me to get up early. Oh my goodness. If y'all knew what I was going through right now, or what I've been dealing with the last month, the responsibility that spirit is putting on my plate. And all I can do is just say thank you, because I won't dare ask for a lighter load. I won't dare ask for that. All I can ask for is for strength. All I can ask for is for wisdom, and for understanding, and, for confidence, to be able to muster up the strength to even want to do it. I can only pray for sanity, because I won't dare ask for a lighter load. I have too much waiting on me. I have too many people depending on me. I have too many people looking up to me for me to quit, or for me to ask for, a lighter load. So yeah, I think that the more, like, if y'all don't even know, like right now, I've been sleeping on this futon, and this is in my office. I've been sleeping on this futon. It's been about 2 weeks now. And the reason being is because I have still been, since I got back from Colorado, I have still been waking up later and later. Like at first I did like a good month waking up at 6 a.m. and then I went back to 7 a.m., then 8 a.m. And now I'm hitting the snooze again. And I was like, enough is enough. There has to be a consequence to my actions. And the consequence is you don't get to get into bed until you learn how to wake up without hitting the snooze. You don't get to get back in the bed until you're up at 6 a.m., didn't have to hit snooze, and you're starting your routine. And so that's my punishment to myself until I get it right. And y'all, this is not even a real couch. Like, it's a futon. So you can imagine how uncomfortable it is. But this is me, like, showing myself, like, you can do it. Like, it wouldn't be, Spirit wouldn't keep giving you these things and putting more things on your plate if you were not capable of doing it. And I have to have, I know that I'm capable of doing it, but I have to make the initiative. And it's like, what you're doing isn't working. You got 20 alarms, it's not working. Like, nothing is working. So what is gonna work? And the only thing that I could think of is make yourself uncomfortable. Make yourself uncomfortable, as uncomfortable as you possibly can, until you get it right, until you get back to, until you know, get back to a place of consistency. And it's not just doing it for one day. Like I said, I had to do it at least for a week for me to get back in the bed. And y'all, I have been failing miserably. So it looks like I'm going to be here for a while. Hopefully I don't, but I just feel like I'm going to be here for a while until I get it. Like, I haven't gotten it yet. And if this is what it's going to take, then so be it. Because life be lifing, y'all. Life really be lifing. Life really be throwing you curveballs that you didn't even ever think about. Like, you didn't even think about, like, this was nowhere in the plan. This was nowhere in the plan. And so, again, I'm not going to ask for anything to be lightened, but just to give me strength, because I know it's not here for a reason. I know it's here for a reason. I know that it's for my highest good. Whatever is being put on my plate right now, it's for my highest good. So I'm just gonna roll with the punches. Y'all, look, it's a rubber band. Ain't no telling how long that's been in my head. Goodness. All right, we are all done. And I just washed Miss Mama's. And I am so proud of myself for sticking in here and completing the task. Yeah, I really do not know how long this is gonna last. But one thing I do know is I'm glad to see that my hair is still super healthy. For anybody who thinks that I destroy my hair. Oh, let me show y'all. This is all that came out. Yeah. Oh, let me try to get it in a neater ball. There we go. This is it. This is all that came out. And she's still alive. I'm still alive. Because it's still super, super soft, super scrunchy. Y'all, I think I know what I'm going to do with it. I think I know what I'm going to do with some of it. And then I'm going to burn the rest. If you know, you know. But yeah, that's not too much hair loss. I feel like it's still a lot just off the strength that my hair wasn't that long. I feel like it's a lot. But I do realize that I do have wigs, so my locks were pretty thick. But my hair is also still decently thick as well. Like, it doesn't feel fragile or anything like that. It doesn't feel brittle or anything. It feels still thick and healthy. So I'm glad about that. So I'm just going to detangle a little bit. I put in some leave-in conditioner, but I had already washed it before I started detangling. Before I started combing them out, I washed it and deep conditioned it. So now I'm just detangling it all the way through. And I'm gonna put some 2-strand twists in it. And I'm gonna call it a day, honey. Being that I just did all that combing and putting trauma to my roots, I'm gonna let it breathe for a couple weeks. And then, like, a few days before my birthday, I'm going to put some braids in. This is all I have left from Detangle. What I use, which is perfect for twist outs, is Shea Moisture Curling Gel Souffle. This has always been my girly when I didn't have locks. It has agave nectar and flaxseed oil, but a little goes a long way. I have not ever used a product, and hopefully it's the same because I haven't used this in like almost a decade. But this product always left me with the best, and I do mean the best twist outs, where your hair is still moisturized. Your hair is still like, even if I keep my twist in for a couple days or a week, my hair is still gonna feel super moisturized. It's gonna still feel my curls are going to pop. Like, y'all gonna see, maybe I'll have like my thumbnail, the actual picture, maybe, I'm not sure. My biggest thing is these edges, honey. I don't like touching my edges at all, especially when I'm manipulating it with it. Like, I don't like touching my edges at all because they're so fragile. But these are not going to be perfect because it's not the style that I'm going for to wear. It's just to get the curls. So I literally take like a dime size of this. That is all you need. And to make sure that it's all the way through. And get I think the gel itself is really good, but I think the key to this is just tight twists. Honestly. It's just twisting tight. Because I used to do my curls my twists really loose. But when you twist it tight, your curls will stay tight too. And like I said, the main thing with this is that it keeps your hair moisturized. So you don't have to worry about your hair being dry or you having to wet it before you take it out. Like all the normal twist out procedures. You don't have to do all that. And a little goes a long way, so you don't have to overdo it either. Hopefully the formula to this has not changed. And that it's still that girl. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. We will see. I am almost done. I think I can get maybe 4 more twists in the back of here. This actually didn't take that long, as long as I thought it would. About the same amount of time it would take me to retwist my locks. I was going to straighten it to see how damaged it is and how much I should like trim, but I don't wear my hair straight anyway, so I don't think it's gonna be that big of a deal. I'm just more so concerned about the health of the hair, not necessarily like the shape of the hair, if that makes sense. And I'm not, that's like I said, I'm not going to I'm not gonna put any braids in it until a couple weeks, just so it can get used to not being locked and breathe and let it do its thing. Because I'm pretty sure like I have events this week, things to do this week and next week. So I know for sure I'll probably have a wig on. And so I want to make sure that I'm not, just covering it up and not letting it breathe, because I don't obviously wear wigs just sitting in the house. I only gonna put something on my head when I'm walking out the house or if I have somewhere to go. But I'm excited about taming this mane, y'all. And it's still wet, so like soaking wet. So I did actually get through this pretty quickly because it did not dry up on me at all. It is still super wet. Oops. And I'm debating whether I want to sit back under the dryer just for a second, just so it won't be as wet. But I think I'm gonna just let it air dry for like an hour or two. What time is it? Maybe like an hour. And then just tie it up. But this is it, you guys. I know I'm still, a little baldina or whatever, but I am excited to be on this journey because, like I said, I haven't maintained my hair or had to maintain my own hair in years, and I look forward to it, the responsibility. I've been asking, Spirit for not necessarily more responsibility, but I knew that came with my title. I knew that came with my position as who I am. Not just as far as like my work, as far as like my snatch shop or my nonprofit, but that's just what I am. That's just who I am. Like, I have a lot of responsibility. I have a lot of people that depend on me. And so the more responsibility that Spirit puts on my plate, the more things that I feel like I have to try to be more disciplined in my personal life. So still working on my schedule, still working on being an early riser, still working on it, still got me in the chokehold, but it's gonna happen. It's gonna definitely happen sooner than later. I claim that. Send some prayers up for me, y'all. But I claim that, as well as somebody who maintains their hair, like somebody who does their hair. Like, I low-key miss getting my hair done. Like, and one thing about it too, the reason why, like, it would be so much easier if I was the type of person to just like go to hairstylists, but the only person that can touch my head is my sister. So it's me or my sister touching my hair. So even with this, I don't go to hairstylists. I don't let people just touch my hair. A wig is one thing, but I lay my own wigs and I might let you curl it or whatever, but I don't let people play in my hair. So that's why it's different, because it's easy to just like go to a hair salon and go get your hair done, but play by my Ori. So that's what made it easy for me to lock my hair and easy for me to not go to stop getting my hair done. And I've always been like that. Like, I've never been the type to like, maybe like in middle school, my grandma used to take us to the hairdresser, like to her hairdresser, just because I wanted to see what the vibes was like. But I remember it was my 8th grade prom, and she gave me a perm. And mind you, I was getting perms anyways, but I always only use PCJ because my hair has always been thin, and I've always used kitty perm. Even when I was getting my hair relaxed in high school, I've always used kitty perm. And she took me to the hairdresser to get my hair relaxed, and she used like their regular one size fit all perm. My hair broke off so bad, and I haven't been back since. I have not been back since. So yeah, if it's not my sister, my best friend maybe, and I let one girl do my locks, right before I came to Texas, and that was terrible as well. I've said that I wanted a loctician or somebody who I could trust on my crown, but I never found that. So yeah, here I am, doing my own hair, or letting my sister do my hair. It is the next day and I have slept in my twist all night. When I went to bed, my hair was still kind of damp. So hopefully if I take it out today, it's not too soon. I think that it should be fine because my hair is not in locks. And I'm just thinking like, oh, with my locks, it takes like 4 to 5 business days to fully dry. But I think it might be dry. Yeah, it's pretty dry. So like I mentioned, the Shea Moisture Curling Gel Souffle is very, very moisturizing. It's very oily. So if you have oily hair, a little goes a long way. But the reason why I love it so much is because I'm not going to put any more oil on my hair. I greased it, I oiled it, everything in addition to the gel before I put it in twist. So it just makes it easier to just untwist it just like that. So the only thing I'm gonna do is just go in the opposite direction of whatever way I twist it and take it loose. And that's pretty much all I'll be doing. So I definitely should have waited a couple days before I took this out because I needed the products to set in my hair. It was still kind of heavy on top. But when I retwisted my hair before bed, I retwisted it with no products and it was still moisturized enough for my curls to pop the next day. So this is the finished look, y'all. Y'all can't see the definition within my hair, but I actually am coming back. This is like hours later after I finish. I'm not going to put the braids in a couple of weeks. I'm just going to get clip-ins because I kind of want to train my hair to be free. And it's very nostalgic seeing my hair like this because it's just like a teeny weeny fro. And my hair is probably like maybe what, 6 inches? Give or take 6 inches. And so I do want to kind of see how it is blowed out like with a silk press. So I think I'm gonna do that in 2 weeks and see how it looks. And then I doubt if I actually wear it straight. I just want to see how it looks, so I might update you guys. Let me know down in the comments if you want to see it flattened or straightened. But I do kind of want to stretch it out just to see how far it stretches out, and then I'm gonna get clip-ins because that would require me to still maintain it while it's out, and it won't have any trauma to my scalp or put any tension on my hair because she does need to get her strength back. Although it is still super healthy, I'm gonna actually see the strength that she has once I silk press it out, and then we can go from there. But thank you guys for watching all the way to the end. Like I said, this is definitely a new start for me, and I have to put it on my schedule. I have to make it a routine, put it on my schedule. So I'm gonna make I don't know if I want to do Sunday or Wednesdays, making it my hair care day, but it'll probably be Sundays. But I want to, you know, just get back in the routine of maintenance in my hair at least once a week or every other week, and see how that goes. But I look forward to this journey, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.
I'm the spiritual type, and I'm a boss too. I'm a strong black woman. I can teach you femininity, the life of luxury. Come chill with me and let me show you. Yinka.